Alright. So,
That was your opinion last night.
it's been a while since I've actually done one of these conversation things. I like putting up videos every now and then and saying things about how I think. It's nice. So, what we're doing today, we're doing a dungeon. We're trying to get some gear for my solo stamina blade build. I'm currently waiting for people to move. I don't know why people are not moving. But anyway, yeah, so been a really, really fucking busy like last couple of days. Like holy shit, it's been quite eventful. Um, but do you know what? It's still a bit busy today. I'm supposed to do today, but I decided I'm going to do a couple of dungeons before I head out, and I'm going to just enjoy some gaming time. So, a few updates. Warzone ain't the same. It's fun, but it's not the same as. Definitely isn't the same as what it was before. I don't like the new map so much. At least they have Resurgence, which is a very similar kind of looking map, which isn't too bad. Um, yeah. Oh, so I wanted to talk about something, a few stories that have happened in the past that things that bothered me in the past, but things that I definitely don't regret, but just things that I think from time to time. So I just remember. Well, actually, no. Let's do a fun story first. We'll start off with a fun story. So I remember along. Am I legitimately watching this, or am I going crazy? Are people dying in front of me? I'm not resing. Okay. Yeah, this is fucking disastrous. So I remember. Oh no. I remember a time when I was leveling in World of Warcraft, right? And I was playing a rogue at the time. And I remember this guy who would not stop ganking me. And it was in Hellfire Peninsula. And this guy was, he was like level, he was like 5 to 10 level. No, he was a skull to me. So I think based on how the story ends, I'm guessing that he was like just a decent bit ahead of me in level. I would say about 8 levels, right? And he was killing me over and over and over and over again. And he just wouldn't stop. And when I say wouldn't stop, I mean this went on for like 3 hours to a point where I nearly just turned the fucking game off. What happened this group? Are we kidding me right now? So I nearly turned the game. I nearly turned the game off, right? But then one time I was doing this. Oh shit! I am definitely going down here. One time there was. So I want to focus here for a second. But one time he came up to attack me, and I was in the middle of an area where I was killing a bunch of mobs, right? And it was a priest. And he came up to me and he started casting a spell, and I could see him in the distance because you could see people as they cast their spells. And as soon I was about to die from the mob, but as soon as his smite was about to finish casting, I killed the mob. I was just rushing. At that point, my brain was like, just get the experience, just get the experience. Fuck this guy, right? But I didn't realize when I killed the mob, I leveled up and got full health back. And I turned around and I annihilated this guy, and I've never felt like so happy because of the amount. Like he would have been harassing for like 3 hours, and he would only like he was so like such high level. Every time he would try and attack me, I would turn around and I would like nearly kill him, even though I was missing half my attacks, and I couldn't kill him because of the level difference, and because he would always attack me when I had like no health left. So I would always like go into stealth or vanish and then try and kill him, and every time he would catch me. And he would just barely kill me. So it was actually really, really nice to see. It was really nice to be able to get that kill. It was so fun. It was one of those times in World of Warcraft I actually never forgot. I don't really talk about that story very often, but you know what? I was going to make a decent long video with different stories. Let's just make this a happy story because this group has gone to shit by the looks of it. Find a replacement. That's definitely not something I wanted to see happen. I've actually never seen that. I've seen this used to happen all the time in Elder Scrolls, or not Elder Scrolls, in World of Warcraft, where like you would, what would end up happening is you would go into a dungeon and somebody would die, and then what would happen is everybody would just leave. But I have a few videos up, even just before this one, where literally the boss that I'm fighting, I'm basically having to solo. and people that are dying over and over again, people stay until the end. It seems to be way more common in Elder Scrolls Online for people to stay to the end and try and do a fight even if you're dying a lot. But in World of Warcraft, whenever the looking for group system came in, that I'm using on the ESO, you died once, even if you didn't wipe. If someone just died in your group, the whole group just fell apart. Everyone just leave, and it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Why are you wasting like your fucking time? And I see, at the time I was a DPS, so my queues were a joke. I guess the tanks and healers could do it because they could just get in a new group instantly. But even then, they're just wasting more time getting into a new group. Especially, well, sometimes the group would definitely be. Sometimes the group was definitely bad and it was worth leaving. But most of the time, like one death on a mistake, I don't know. I feel they're a bit way more exaggerated than they were claiming. I'm not actually sure where to go in this dungeon.
I'm guessing kidnapped from the city.
Find Master.
You stay here and help these people. I'll take our friends to find Pell and Gare.
Oh, okay. I'm not sitting here. I'll do my quest. But yeah, I finally get to that point where I definitely think I'm liking ESO more than World of Warcraft. Especially the housing system. Like I don't know why World of Warcraft never did that, but just going back to days of World of Warcraft, I played World of Warcraft a lot when I was in school, right? And it's no secret that I got tortured in school, right, by a bunch of fucking people, right? Well, I'm not gonna. Okay, cunts. They're cunts. And I realized that, like, when I was in school, I realized, like, even if you really think about now, like, how the legal system is, right? There's definitely like a lot of lootables in the legal system, and people like it needs updated in my opinion. But I'll do another video on that at some point, right? But one thing here's a very simple of something that happened to me when I was in school, right? And to this day I can't believe it. Like it's one of those things that's like, did this really fucking happen? Like how? So there was this guy. I won't say his name because just in case. But for like 4 years, every single night I was in school, I was quite skinny in school. I wasn't like really skinny, but I wasn't like overweight or like fat or anything like that, right? So whenever I was in school, this kid would always come to me and call me a skinny fuck every single day. And the only time it wouldn't happen is if this kid was ditching school, which was very rare because he always got caught, right? So every day we come in and he would call me a skinny fuck. And after like a year of this, I was like, what the hell is going on, right? So, but it went on for so long, like so long. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, like, what the fuck? So one time I was like, John, fuck this guy. And I turned around and I called him a fat fuck it was. Because he was calling me a skinny fuck. And I turned around and I used the opposite insult back to him. And this kid reported me to the teachers. And I got in so much shit for that. And then whenever I remember the teacher giving me, like, detention for this. And I was like, but he's been calling me, a skinny one for, like, years. And I always remember oh fuck, I'll do it later. I remember the teacher saying, yeah, but skinny isn't an insult, fat is. And I always remember that being like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, why is one an insult? Why is one okay and the other isn't? Like, I never understood that. And to this day, I always wish I would speak to that teacher. But like, why the fuck in your mind was calling someone a skinny fuck okay, but not a fat fuck? Like, Jesus Christ, like, they're both the same kind of fucking insult. I guess it's because like society looks at them differently or something. I don't know. It's like it's some really fucking weird shit. Am I stunned? Oh right, fuck. I was like, what the fuck? Where the hell did this do? Ow! You can't interrupt that shit. But yeah, I just remember that happening. I was like, holy fuck. But what I have been doing, I'm just doing my pledges at the minute, which is some like basically the equivalent of daily heroics in World of Warcraft. But I've been really enjoying doing veteran content because the normal content is kind of boring. Like I think in veteran content, that boss would have killed us if it was doing that ability. But I feel like I'm going very slow in this. But usually people just run flying through. But I don't feel like I want to do that unless I know the DPS with me. Nope, fuck you. Oh, I can't even drop that. Rip. And this is people sometimes ask me why do I constantly move like this? Like even when I'm attacking something, I constantly move like that. And the reason is number one, I can see if I'm getting rooted. Number two, it's realistically the main reason it's a habit from World of Warcraft. I'm not gonna lie, I always used to move. I just never stop moving. Maybe it's a version of ADHD or autism or something. I don't know. I feel like I have to keep moving all the time in game. Hello. But yeah, there's just one thing in school I just never like properly understood. Like it was one of those things. And another thing that really bugs me, right, is that people that like one thing I've known about a lot of people in town, right, is especially people in town here preaching shit, right? People always shut out like whenever I used to argue people a lot in town, still do, but like nowhere near the extent I used to, right? People always, whenever I beat somebody in a discussion or I corner them and they can't answer, people, especially religious preachers, right? They'll do like one of two things, right? They will either start shouting over you because they can't answer what you're saying, so they'll start preaching over you like really loudly, and they'll refuse to answer your question, right? That's the most common thing that happens. But the other thing that happens baffles me, right? Is they will just claim freedom of speech, say we can say what we want, it's freedom of speech, which is true, right? But one thing I noticed in a lot of people is they absolutely fail to recognize that freedom of speech also applies to the person talking to you. So, like, if you want to claim freedom of speech and defend it, sure, but you also have to defend my right to it, unless you are deliberately just, defending your own freedom of speech, in which case, now you're talking about censorship. So I actually tend to find that most people who are actually arguing for freedom of speech are actually arguing for censorship because they actually want to be heard, but they don't want anyone else to be heard. That's what most people seem to use it for, which is actually beyond mad to me. Like, it's one of those things I've always figured out as well. I was like, Jesus Christ. See, this is one of these groups that's actually going ahead, and I'm not paying attention. What the? Oh yes, this is a really good feature I like, because when this happens and I fall behind and I'm not paying attention, it actually brings me back into the zone. Although that guy is friendly to me. I can't see the boss's health, which is kind of weird, but sure. Oh, block that shit. Get the cooldowns up, etc. Uh-oh. Yeah, I actually can't see that person's health above his head. I usually look at like health bars above their head. Oh god, can't even see the boss. I can't see the boss. He's no health bar above him. Where is he? Is he actually not here? Oh, he's over there. Oh my god, that's crazy. It's crazy how used to the mechanics I got. Is this even the boss? Ah, it is. No, it's not. This is not the same health. Oh, this is the boss. No, it's not. Oh my. Oh, shared bosses? I don't know. Regardless, that was a mess. That was disastrous. I never listen to the story in these games. I just skip over all the stories. I just don't care. God, I need to change my voice. I think all the voices were crap.
I'm glad you see. It's just you and me.
There we go. Well, there's my story time for today. Monday the 27th of December.